Uncle Demi has dropped again. Y'all already know what happens when he drops banger content, bro. He drops content and you know it's for the people, bro. So as you can tell by the title on the thumbnail, you can't tell that much by the title on the thumbnail because it's just we just gonna dissect it together, all right? Simple as that. We're gonna dissect it together. Let's not even sit there sugarcoat. Make sure y'all drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub, and his video will be down in the description. Okay, let's get straight into it. Let's go. All right, so boom. As we dissect this, make sure y'all lock in and listen to the words that he is giving out. Y'all don't pay attention to the gameplay. Listen to Uncle Demi. He is a 2K dev. He says he's not, but he is. Let's get straight into it. Let's go.
Right. We are once again back again with some more information, conversation about NBA 2K27 and what we should be potentially seeing within that game. Now, again, I want to stress, listen, I don't have no insider information on this. I don't know.
That gives away, Raider. You're steady dropping content about NBA 2K27, but you're not an inside person. Come on, bro. Put two and two together.
Anything. These are just my opinions. These are just my suggestions. Again, I want to stress that it is more so of my years of experience with 2K and just understanding the issues that are within 26 and what the community's pushback, and usually 2K will handpick one or two things out of that are like, yeah, let's go ahead and make an effort to really
why would they not listen to you?
Now, what I'm
truly
believing is that the theater, okay, the theater and the anti-up will get complete reworks. Okay, now let's talk about the theater first. Okay, the theater is very valuable to 2K. A massive majority plays theater.
I'm a theater warrior. I'm gonna be honest with you.
A lot of randoms. I want to say randoms, casuals. A lot of casuals. My fault. Hey, I don't want to be disrespectful. A lot of casuals love the theater. They go in there. They immediately are able to play games. It's a little different than the park. The park you have to load up, and that's the reason why the park has been the way it's been. It hasn't been as active heavily is because a lot of people have migrated to the matchmaking. The rec and theater are just really quick games. You don't have to just sit there and wait. Same thing like Pro-Am 3v3. All these matchmakings events makes it very, very interesting for players. So my thought process is that what's going to happen is that the park itself, along with theater, is going to get some type of merge, okay? And the reason why I feel that is because as much effort as they put into the park to try to get it, relevant again, it just didn't hit the mark as it should have. And I know that is because a lot of creators just did not play the park, all right? And again, you can talk about the cheating and stuff, and I know that has a big part of it, but a lot of people just want the instant games. Nobody wants to sit around and wait.
Literally.
The issue with theater is that the theater is bland. You continue to load up, it's the same exact element.
I mean, to an extent, it's the same thing, but it does change. The special events, the 2 times rep and dime time and all that, it changes. It honestly does.
Right? It's the same. It's dark. It's dull. It's not inviting. It's grim. Right? I mean, we all know this. There's nothing excited about loading up and playing in theater. So what my take is that the
one thing they need to add though, put a fireball in the theater. Why not? Put a fireball into the theater, bro. I done went on, I can't tell you how many 10-game win streaks I done been on and I don't get a fireball. I'm just in there just playing it just because, bro. Give me like a, MVP over top of my head or highest streak on under my player card and all this and that. Add a little spice to it, bro. That's all you gotta do.
Theater is going to get a revamp to where it's actually going to have a change of scenery, right? You're going to be looking at potentially the theater having the outdoor elements of loading up, and again, just an example would be like
he would not say all this for no reason. Once again,
sunset, or you're in New York, or you're in this. You load up and you're in these nice, vivid parks, and they continue to rotate. If you know about like how it is, the maps can rotate in other games. You know how maps rotate, and it's kind of like Apex does a good job because they rotate it like hourly. So for 1 hour is this map, the next hour is this map. You can do that. I don't know if necessarily the servers can just work with like random, hundreds and hundreds of people are just loading up into random different ones. So I think it's easier on the system just to have it for an hour, you're in this, and then the next hour you're in that, which helps with just changing up the scenery.
That would be a little bit
Now,
much, to
some
be
of y'all might
honest.
say, well, what is that? How will that impact the park? The park can still have its own elements, but I really truly believe that eventually they gotta phase out that park, even though it's free running and people getting on the dots and that type of sort. There's still a very small niche for that, I guess you can say. But a lot of things are just pushing towards matchmaking. It's just one of those things that are just, you cannot beat being able to play right away compared to sitting on dots and people having to randomly step off the dots and walk away. So I don't believe that park is going to be gone, right? I don't believe that, but I also believe that the theater is going to get that bump. And you could see potentially a phase out of the old school standard park, or there is going to be some type of rendition or some type of new element that's brought that I'm not thinking
I want to
about.
know
Maybe
how
y'all
they're
in the
going to
comment section
implement
can
that,
talk about
honestly.
or bring
We're going
up
to see.
that is going to allow the park to be a little bit more relevant. But I feel like time is money and people just don't want to sit and wait. Okay, as a YouTuber, yes, you have your ability to have your logo, or you're streaming and people are able to play tons and tons. But a lot of people, they don't have that ability, so they're sitting there waiting on dots, trying to find somebody to play with. They don't want to do it, so what they do, they just go to theater or they step in the rec. So that's what I'm thinking about. Now, let's talk about the stage. The stage has been needing a rework for a
This
very
is
long
where
time.
everybody wants to talk
2K
about
tried
right
to
here.
get rid
The
of
stage.
And then they brought it back. I can't remember, was it 2K? I can't remember what 2K was, like 19 or I can't remember what 2K was, where there was no stage and they were trying to make it like an event. That didn't work. It was a massive outcry. They brought it back, but they brought it back and they basically have kept it the same for years, right? It has not changed as much. And I
don't know what he's talking about. We've had stage every single year. I don't know where that one came from.
Ante Up, aka the stage. Now, it is still going to have the same elements of what you see right now, where you're walking in and you pick the court that you want to get on, that type of sort. But I do feel like the actual scenery is going to get massive overhaul. I think there should be or will be some unique aspects that are going to be added that a lot of people hasn't thought of. I do feel like they're going to put some time and effort into that this year. So again, y'all let me know in the comments.
All we can do is wait, bro. That's all we can do until they start dropping news. But this is the closest that you're going to get to news than anything, honestly.
A decade, right? I mean, it's literally, you go on the 500, the 1,000, the 5,000, the 10,000 court, dollar court, whatever it was. And that was basically it. You're just playing for money. But if you think about it from the standpoint of how gambling and how stake and all these other companies have really, immersed themselves in the sports and in the streaming world, you'll think that yes, these actual stage is outdated. There's so many different elements that you can do.
I'm really not a stage player, but it is kind of outdated, to be honest.
Games like blackjack or whatever, not necessarily using those names, those terminologies, but ways of using cards like real playing cards and playing.
There should be like a randomizer court,
VC
wise, if you win, you get this amount. If you win, you get this amount, type shit,
money that you could utilize. I do feel like 2K has that, it has been spoken and thought of. I know a lot of it has to be trying to prevent virtual currency being used as gambling, but we see it all the time now with opening packs and that type of sort. So again, I'm just throwing a Hail Mary out here. I'm not saying that's something that's happening, but it feels like there's going to be a massive overhaul for the stage and also for theater. So again, y'all let me know in the comment section, man. How do y'all feel about these? Are these W's? Are these L's? Is there anything in particular that you want me to talk about in future videos that you want to have insight on? Like, Uncle Demi, what do you think about? Let me know in the comment section also. But other than that, this is your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back.
I mean, as usual, y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think. What they should add, what they should change about the stage and the theater, park, anything. He don't say all this stuff for no reason. They're gonna change some stuff, but all we can do is wait though, bro. Y'all let me know down in the comments once again. It's your boy JV Quan. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, bro. Peace.